Hey everybody, it's Meredith. Just a short video for you. Yeah, it's just been nuts. Look at these growths on my face here. It's very obviously my feminine time of the month, my visit, my monthly visitor, my lady time, whatever you want to call it. That's what I got going on. So don't always have perfect skin days, but gosh, I certainly try, that's for sure. Don't have that much to talk about in terms of new products, but I have some new products. So first of all, I'd like to give big shout outs to my mom who saved the day by sending me and another one of my friends the Maybelline Blush Nudes palette that supposedly is not coming to Canada. I don't know why. It is very nice. It is beautiful. I haven't opened it yet. This particular one had a shadow that was kind of like popped out of it. I want to say it was like this one over here. I don't know. I can hear it like loose. So yeah, so I have this. We got one for my friend, and I may or may not have another one for a giveaway for a Canadian person, which I think is very special. Yeah. Anyway, while I was grocery shopping this week, I ended up picking up the Hard Candy Light Medium Fiberized Brow Gel and Brow Highlighter. Always on the lookout for new brow products. I just got the Stila Waterproof Brow Pen. Love it, except I have a feeling that's going to conk out on me fairly soon, and it's quite expensive. I know Marcel makes one. They didn't have Marcel at the Walmart that I was at. They only had Annabelle. No, wait, I think they did have Marcel like on the row behind. They didn't, but they only had skincare. They didn't have cosmetics. So I'm going to have to look again somewhere else, probably the drugstore. So I ended up getting this. So supposedly this has got like a mascara wand, and it's one of those fiber brow contraptions. And I've had those before. Not too fond of them, but let's give it another shot. Finally, something that I'm loving, and my dog is probably going to bark soon, is this L'Oreal La Palette, the Nude #1. Didn't think I was going to like this at first. I picked this over #2, but I actually have been reaching for it quite often, and I really, 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 really do like it. And then finally, just a word. This is so tough for me because I've taken so many statistic classes and research methods classes and development classes and all these types of like classes where we talk about numbers and how you put forth studies and do market research. I'm in marketing now, and I'm taking a marketing course, which I'm really loving right now, by the way, and it's just fascinating to me. Anyway, I'm not going to name names, and it's not a huge deal. It's just something that's kind of like irritating me right now. Hey, Max, come here, buddy. But there is a pretty popular YouTuber that is doing like a foundation series where she reviews a foundation, and supposedly the goal here is to find her holy grail foundation. And she's trying a mix of foundations, like some drugstore foundations, some high-end foundations, and she's using them, and sometimes she's applying them different ways or with different tools, and then she's talking about them. So there's so many reasons why this is like a complete exercise in futility. Foundations are tough. First of all, everyone's an individual. That's like the very, like when you step back and look at it from a really broad perspective, everybody's an individual. Everybody's skin chemistry is different, you know, and granted, maybe she's documenting this for herself. I'm assuming that she is doing it, you know, with the notion that she wants to help people. And I'm not saying that she has any malicious intent, because I highly doubt that she does. And if she does, then that's just a really weird way to like put that across. Anyway, besides everybody being unique individual and everybody having different genetics and skin chemistry, there are certain ways that foundations have to be used. And there are certain formulas that are very obviously not going to work for somebody like me who has oily skin versus somebody who has really dry skin like my mom. Like, you're not going to see me trying a really hydrating, dewy finish foundation, that kind of thing. And when I try a foundation, besides looking at it online or looking at reviews for it, I also go and look at it as kind of a whole. For example, and I'll use an example of something that she reviewed recently, which was a Dior foundation. Dior foundation, and in my experience, I used to be a huge Dior fan and used to use so much Dior. Dior makes foundations to be used in conjunction with their other products, and that's very generally speaking. For example, in my experience, they came out with a new Capture Total foundation, and that's great. I could buy the Capture Total foundation, and it would probably work okay, but I ended up buying it with the primer that it came with, and then with the powder that it came with. And using that system as a whole really made a huge difference in how the foundation performed. And I think just taking the foundation and putting it on your face with nothing, and then putting it on your face with a wet beauty blender, and then putting it on your face with some random primer and some random setting powder, I just think that it's not really giving you the whole picture. And I can say this again, I have combination oily skin, and I also use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I like it very much. But the reason I like it so much is because I went online, I researched it, and ended up buying it, but I also ended up using the powder and purchasing the powder that comes with it, knowing that these products more than likely are meant to be used together, and that by using these products together, they are going to give you a better result. When you take something like an oil-free foundation that's supposed to be kind of a long-wearing foundation, and you wet a beauty blender and apply that foundation to your face, you're already kind of setting yourself up because you're breaking down the product. You know, even if it says something like, oh, it's waterproof, it's water resistant, by applying it that way and not necessarily the way that it's recommended to be applied, you're already kind of doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not a deal breaker. I don't hate anybody because they're doing this. All I'm saying is when you watch a foundation review, just keep those things in mind. Like, does this foundation that this person is talking about or saying that they had this particular experience with, does it come with other products? Who is it best suited for? Who is it, you know, and some of this on the part of the companies, because I am in marketing, I know is marketing, but some of it is just facts and like suggestions that you should pay attention to. So before you watch another foundation review, just really keep in mind what your skin type is, what comes with the product, how you're supposed to apply the product, and what the product's actually for. Because I think with that many variables, it's really almost, I would say almost nearly impossible to give kind of an unbiased, very fair, valid review of any foundation. But that's my 2 cents. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!